I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he'd capture European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope! Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, I'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical...
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best ever do it in that ring. They crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Lift off.
Whoa, cross body.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it.
Take off.
Whoa! Cross body.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here, but I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie.
Oh, beautiful takedown for the victory. And he gets the shoulder up before two.
He's still in this. Brutal club.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Check out the springboard. Wow, springboard attack.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
What a clothesline. Turns that in his favor. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But it would... Comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to win that final decisive victory.
Fighting out, hammering away with punches to the face.
Quick thinking right there.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Northern Lights.
Spiked. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steer.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent.
To the sky.
Wow, cross body. And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
Not looking good in this position.
A focused attack to the trachea.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade. But don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
And he tosses him back in now. Finds the room to land a back elbow.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Quick evasion from him there.
Drop kick. Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Kick to the back.
Punk dodges out in time.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Look out!
Wow! Cross body! This is a man possessed.
Look at the height! Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
Power slam, but sliding out from behind into an inverted DDT.
And he's looking for it again. Heading
From the top.
frog splash. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet.
Got him in the corner now.
Eddie gets countered.
DDT!
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk is determined right now.
Spin kick to the midsection. He pulls off the reverse reversal. Quick thinking that time. Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver.
And both athletes shot. Boom! Fired back with that elbow.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
That's that vintage Guerrero cockiness. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Ooh, avoided the attack with a nasty chop block.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
That's hooked in deep. Is he going to tap here?
I don't know how. Has to submit. Valiant effort, but couldn't hold on any longer.
Here is your winner, Punk.
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win.